You're watching Talking About. I'm JC Alvarez, and continuing on this sort of like really encouragement of the arts, we're so lucky to be joined by Monica O'Malley.
Thank you.
Who is here representing the Ultimate Latina Theater Festival.
Yes.
Which you know, as a New Yorker and a person of Latin descent, you know, there's so much culture out there for our community, and oftentimes people don't really know what's going on. Tell us a little bit about the festival.
Sure. I actually, as a Latina performer here in the city, it's actually something that I have just sort of cracked open this whole world. So the fact that I get to be here sort of promoting Linda Nieves Powell, who is our artistic director for Latino Flavored, is just amazing. It's a week-long festival. It actually spans about 10 days. It's 8 different shows, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting June 3rd. And they're all original pieces. The focus of the theater is that any sort of show can be a part of the production, a part of the whole series.
These are all original scripts.
Original scripts, exactly.
Done by local artists.
Exactly, that are either written by local artists, produced by local artists. They're all performed, obviously, by local artists. We're all here in the city. And yeah, Linda puts them together, and the focus is that performers are there either has to be a Latin theme to the production, or at least one Latin collaborator to the project. Right. So those are the only criteria for being in the festival.
Which means that there's still a lot of variety for a large audience.
Exactly. You don't necessarily have to be a Latino to enjoy this festival and to enjoy any of the shows. Like I said, there are 8 different shows. I'll rattle off the titles for you. We open on June 3rd with a show called, next Thursday, in fact, with a show called Epistles, which an epistle, for those of you, it's a big word that I learned in college, is a letter, basically. So it's that show is headlined by an award-winning author named Willie Perdomo.
Oh yes, I've heard of Willie.
Exactly,
yes,
and so it's he and a couple of other artists, about 8 other artists and 10 other artists total, who have all written pieces, and they're all sort of put together as one big collaboration. The next show we have is called Waiting for the D, which is an urban fairy tale, they call it, about love and about mortality and things like that here in the city. On Saturday is a show called Chick Flicks, which I am super, super proud of to be a part of.
Now, is that the one that our friend Jenny Saldana is in?
Exactly. Jenny Saldana is our director. This is the concept, her concept for the show. And what it is...
So you know that's going to be crazy.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy, and so much fun. What it is about 12 different classic chick flicks / movies out there in the world from over about the past 20 years, and there are scenes taken from them and sort of completely reconceptualized. So everything that you know from that movie where the scenes are taken from are completely different. The settings are different, who the people in the scenes are different, and what they're doing is different. So you recognize the dialogue, but it sort of puts everything into a completely different...
It's taking a whole different spin on the
Exactly, exactly. Scenes from movies that were serious are now very funny. Scenes that were very straight are now upside down. Everything's very crazy. So it's a very, very funny show.
It's nice that there's a lot of different things that are being offered during this festival.
Exactly.
And it's running a week. And what sort of is there a website that we can draw our viewers to get more information?
Absolutely. There are 2 websites. If you want to go straight for the tickets, which I'm sure you do, it's brownpapertickets.com. And if you look up Ultimate Latina Theater Festival, you can find the whole list for all the shows. You can buy a ticket for every show. Tickets are $15.
Oh, that's great. That's
exactly.
a great ticket price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can get them ahead of time, which we suggest, because since each show is only showing one day, they're going to sell out pretty quickly. If you get them at the door, same price, it's first come, first serve. You aren't necessarily guaranteed a spot if you wait until the day of.
Where's the festival taking place?
It's at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe.
Oh, brilliant.
In the Lower East Side. This is the 3rd year that we're doing the festival, and the 2nd year that we get to be in that sort of famed hall where so many amazing performers have,
that's an amazing
been
space
before. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're very lucky to have been invited back to do it again there this year.
And I'm sure that the audiences in there are just going to love all these performances.
We're so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now, there's going to be a lot of comedy. There's going to be a lot of drama. Latinos.
Always. It goes hand in hand, you know.
What have you seen or been involved with a lot of the shows? Do you have a particular favorite or one that you think that is really going to like draw a huge crowd?
I am lucky enough to be involved with 2 shows. In Chick Flicks, I get to perform and sort of get that side of me. I also was lucky enough to stage manage 12th Night, which is 12th Night in Spanish Harlem is actually what it's called. And the artistic director of the company, Linda, is the director for this show. And so it's 12th Night, as everyone knows, Shakespeare's classic, you know, that everyone getting mixed up with who they love and women dressing as men and, you know, everybody trying to figure out who they're meant to be with, kind of like what we were talking before. You know, love, just trying to find somebody you love and somebody you can be with. But it's all set here in New York in the 90s. So there's a lot of great music.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
A lot of great music, a lot of great costumes, you know, harkening back to 1995. And it's just all set here. So it's all,
it's amazing because a lot of Latino theater, everyone oftentimes asks me, why does so much of it take place in New York City? And I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I mean, just our culture is so embedded in the veins of New York City.
Absolutely. And it's hard to find, I mean, other than going down to Latin America or South America, you know, communities where there's such a density of our populations, you know, when you mean pockets in the Lower East Side and in Queens and everywhere where the communities are so big and so diverse still, you know, that
I'm just grateful that, you know, we have opportunities like this for Latinos and for all cultures to participate and to be a part of this and to really give our talent an opportunity, because sometimes, you know, they do say that Latins don't get enough opportunity, and here we are creating.
Yeah.
You know, here's a group that Linda has put together and is really sort of creating this and putting this out there, and it's now in its 3rd year, which is so admirable.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that Linda takes a lot of this opportunity to get this town together to put on other productions, right?
Exactly. Her company, Latino Flavored, it all deals with some sort of Latino subjects or themes and by performers, and they go all around, do shows in universities, do shows here in New York. And really focus on that, because for being such a big population and such a major player here in the States, we don't always have that voice, you know, and that opportunity. And so it's great to be able to do that. And again, not to make it exclusively for Latinos, to keep it in a way that other people are going to be interested, that we want to share our culture and share that hilarity and that drama and everything that we come with.
Because it's actually really relatable.
Exactly.
So many people.
There is not anything that we experience that there's not somebody else who can find something comparable in their own lives.
It's just that we're finally telling our stories.
Exactly.
And people are looking.
And listening and watching and joining. Exactly.
And that's fantastic. So again, the festival begins June 3rd.
June 3rd, exactly.
And it's going to be running until?
Until June 13th.
Until June 13th. And for ticket information?
brownpapertickets.com, or you can head straight to latinoflavored.com, and that's Latino Flavored, 2 words straight together.
And that'll also give people a breakdown of which shows are playing
what
when.
shows are playing on which days. All the evening shows are at 7 o'clock. The Sunday shows are the only ones at 3.
Oh, brilliant.
But yeah, you can go and buy a ticket for each one, read a little bit more about what it's about, including all of the performers in those shows.
And does it also tell you like a little bit about the writers that have written for these? Because a lot of these writers are really spectacular.
Exactly. Yeah. On both brownpapertickets.com and Latino Flavored, you can read about the authors and the directors, what they've done, and there are a lot of names that in the community more than recognized. So.
Well, I personally am very grateful for all the work that you guys are doing to put this together, because it really is so representative of our culture. And just and I know that so many New Yorkers are so happy to have these opportunities.
I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm so happy. I'm thrilled, honored, yeah.
Fantastic. So again, the Ultimate Latina Theater Festival, don't miss it. Monica, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us all about it. Yeah,
sure.
Because we have a really special deal going on tonight with Audible Podcasts. If you go to audiblepodcast.com/TA, you can download a special free book. So please take advantage of that offer today. It's sort of our gift to you for tuning in and watching our show tonight. And we are always grateful to have you guys here to spend an evening with us here on Talking About.